Can I ask him them questions?
Yes.
Or you're going to ask?
You can.
You want to ask?
Hello, welcome to Slovenia.
Hello, Ernest Kale.
What is the boy's name?
He's very young, you know.
Oh my God, awesome.
You're hilarious. So last night we did something a little bit different compared to my usual live set. In a way that since since Andrea was doing the visual part of the whole thing, and we've collaborated a bit in the past, but since I usually play live sets in the club, it's a bit more complicated to do that. So last night was a really great opportunity to from this whole audio-visual thing, and I did something a little bit different in a way, since it was much less about the beats and more about the whole soundscapes and everything else and all the atmospheric stuff, and that really went well with Andrea's stuff in a way, since his visuals are more like, how would you explain it?
Mellow,
really mellow,
cloudy
and
dreamy.
misty, dreamy, and exactly like the atmospheres in my music. So I think that really went well together. For the stuff I performed last night, I listened to a lot of, you know, like this the new Witch House artists, you know, and like the whole Triangle label from a year ago when Bala Makab released his album and Holy Other released his first EP. That was, you know, the stuff I was listening to the most at the time. But I also listen to a lot of drone and experimental music, so you can also hear, you can probably hear that influence. And also I was out clubbing a lot at the time, so I was listening to, you know, what was like two-step and dubstep, and you know that influenced the beats a lot, and of course Burial and stuff like that, which is really popular for the last couple of years, and you can probably piece that somehow into my music. But I know I try to be a little bit different, so I don't sound like a copycat of any of those artists, you know.
I collaborated with different artists in the past, and I always try to find something that fits to their music, and try to find an exact character for each kind of genre and music. With Jan, so far we've performed a couple of times.
Yeah.
It's been mostly kind of improvisation on the spot, but since we know each other, I know what to expect, and
I know his stuff very well, so we're kind of used to working together.
swimming in it.
So we don't really have to do any complex preparation. We can meet a few times, and I tell him, okay, I'll do this, and this. It'll be different in this way compared to the last time, and that's all. No.
Although we are thinking of doing something more
a bit
prepared.
more complex, and to really prepare something, you know, where the visuals are completely in sync with the music, and there's a little bit more interconnection. But you know, that's something for the future.
And in terms of video, where do you get the inspiration, or how do you work? You also make some shots and then you mix it, or you just try to make it on computer, or you work with some samples?
I mostly prepare in front some short sequences made out of photographs, or also some short movie samples that I find interesting, and but the work I do is mostly abstract, so I'm looking more for textures and kind of dynamic geometrical images, and then and in the computer I filter it further and add some effects. Mostly chasing the music, enhancing with it, and every time it's a different thing. It's almost always an improvisation in the end.
Do you have any guru of visual art?
Guru of visual art? Well, I must say that in the beginning most of influence came from Lilevan. He was part of Rechenzentrum at the beginning, together with Mark Weiser. But he's also collaborated with different artists. Lately, I don't know, he changed his style, but I still appreciate him and his inputs, and I had a chance to meet him and work with him a bit, so I would say he's the biggest influence.
My name is Nemeček and I make music.
I go by the name Haritmia, and I deal with still and moving imagery.
Espresso, normalan, tu ne?
Grande,
Hvala.
okay.
Vi kažete tak ekspresiju sa mlijekom?
Pa bitno da se sporazumemo.
Produžena, točno. Da razumijem na hrvatskom.
Pa da.
Ćemo srpski.
Kako to misliš?
A od kod ste? Srbija?
Aha, Beograda.
Iz Beograda?
Deo.